Hello everyone, this is Bryant with sfftsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. First off, if you've followed along on this long line of SFFT 2024 clues and videos, highlighting those said clues, thanks for your time. As we continue to accrue more clues than one person can possibly swallow, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. We've resolved a few park-related happenings and rumors in the last clue video, which I recommend watching if you haven't, and this next set of clues will bring even more of that home. Plus, near the end of this video, we will give our bold prediction of what we think is taking place in 2024 at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Though it's possible for more clues to flow in after this video, this is likely where our road ends with breaking them down. However, any new clues that come through will be posted on our Facebook page. Let's continue the journey. Clue 41 takes us to the ever so familiar set of light blue backgrounded graphics. First up, we have the history and math graphic. Now, before we start, I think it's important to point out that this isn't a literal math equation taking place. You're trying to match happenings from years to drum up how it relates to what is happening in 2024. I've had a few comments that are literal math equations with crazy results, and as entertaining as it is, you don't have to go that hard into it. We've been told many times in past clues that the sum is greater than the addends, and that means what it means. Anyways, the year marked out on this graphic is 2006. Significant happenings from the park's 2006 season includes the water park being renamed to Armadillo Beach, new water slides with Whirlpool, Big Bender, and Hill Country Racer, and a revamped Splashwater Springs. We also see the removal of the Tempest and the standing but not operating Wipeout attractions from Fiesta Bay Boardwalk. It's important to keep in mind that the water park hasn't really played any significant role in the past clues. The second part of Clue 41 is the manufacturer listing graphic. This time, the Preston and Barbary logo has been removed. The Italian company is a manufacturer of roller coasters and flat rides alike, but their involvement with Six Flags as a whole is pretty limited. Clue 42 is a wash, rinse, and repeat of Clue 41, but this time we, of course, have another year and another ride manufacturer taken off the graphics. On the first graphic, the year 2010 has been crossed out. In 2010, Fiesta Texas does not see the addition or removal of any major attractions. The primary topics from that year are bankruptcy issues and a new CEO with Jim Reed Anderson. And that being said, the years that continue to be marked off seem to be completely unrelated to the task at hand, which is figuring out what's new for 2024. On the ride manufacturer graphic, the Whitewater logo has been removed. I want to point out that this was one of 3 logos with a white background, and I've been told by the park that it was done to make the logos more visible, but the number 3 has been a fairly common component of piecing the clues together. Whitewater, who's also tied with the more well-known Flow Rider company, designs and manufactures water park attractions, and this is another company that has minimal involvement with Fiesta Texas. Clue 43 is our first clue in a while that features a caption, and it reads, "New #SFFT 2024 clues coming soon. With less than 2 weeks to go until the FT92 fan event, it's time to reveal what is staying and what is going." The caption is simply accompanied by a 2-person "we're moving" graphic. In Clue 44, the same caption hits us with, "New #SFFT 2024 clues coming soon. With less than 2 weeks to go until the FT92 fan event, it's time to reveal what is staying and what is going." So we see the same "we're moving" graphic, but also a number of other pictures. And we've seen all these pictures in one way or another on other clues. So you have the FT92 graphic telling us when the event is, a picture of Park President Jeffrey Siebert in front of Fireball, a picture of Hustler, a picture of Fiesta Bay Boardwalk, Bucking Broncos, Skyscreamer, Kinderstein, and a picture of the Pirate Play Area and the stage from Thrill Seeker Park. Many of these have been a part of the will it stay or will it go clues from previous videos, so let's see how this begins to start panning out. Clue 45 is another big break we needed in terms of 2024. The caption reads, Pandemonium stays, and of course, it's accompanied by a photo of Pandemonium. As we stated prior, it's a reliable roller coaster that's enjoyed by a wide array of guests, so it really wouldn't make sense to remove it unless it was for something just as substantial. And, of course, we'll stand beside our statement that 2024 will not see the addition of a roller coaster based off previous clues and shared articles. I personally think it's time to start shifting our focus away from Fiesta Bay Boardwalk because the two attractions that were teased now have fates of them remaining in the park. Of course, we won't take away the fact that the year 2016, which was a 3-ride addition to the boardwalk, is a crucial part of the history and math equations. For the first time since Clue 42, we are greeted with the ever so famous duo of the history and math and ride manufacturer logo graphics for Clue 46. The caption reads, "Have you noticed? A clue within a clue." 2009 is the year to be marked out on the history and math graphic. In 2009, Fiesta Texas added the Wiggles World Children's Area. This included the addition of multiple new rides and attractions, along with the pirate ship play area and the stage, which have been a continual part of the Will It Stay or Will It Go clues. I could see where maybe marking out 2009 could also be kind of a quote-unquote marking out of these two things from Thrill Seeker Park, but there's really nothing to stand on with that. The ride manufacturer logo that leaves for the second half of Clue 46 is Gravity Group. Based in Cincinnati, Gravity Group is a pretty big player in the wooden coaster game, but not with Six Flags. The removal of their logo supports our no new coaster theory. Clue 47 is a poem with the caption, "A Tale to be Told." In an amusement park of whimsy and dreams where laughter and wonder flow in vibrant streams, magical lands spread in every direction, awaiting a touch of careful affection. The roller coasters and rides, once tangled in tales, now followed a path where excitement prevails. With loops and cues now neatly aligned and twists in their place, thrill seekers now cheered as they soared through the new space. So here in this park where enhancements reside, the cleaner's touch transformed worlds far and wide. Through sorting and sweeping, a tale did unfold of order and magic in harmonious hold. What's most intriguing from this poem is thrill seekers now cheered as they soared through the new space. What do you think this entails? Let us know in the comments below. Clue 48 gives us a fresh look at in-park projects with the caption, "The transformation has begun." Hashtag SFFT 2023. We've only been closed 2 days and so much has happened. Enjoy these surprising photos from around the park. Lots of speculation has been taking place around these photos, so here's our take on what's happening. We have photos of Daredevil Dive flying machine, ride units in pieces, and this is likely a scheduled refurbishment now that the park is not in their daily summer operations. There's also a photo of some kind of structure going up near Dr. Diabolical's cliffhanger. This has been the location of the Dr. Butterscotch's Elixir drink stand. My assumption is that this will be an enhancement for that. Another photo shows off a lift near the Joker Carnival of Chaos, and from what we know, I think the attraction has been down for some unknown reason, so this is likely to assist with whatever repair needs to happen to make that ride once again operational. The final photo is of a Bobcat tractor in the Crack Axle Canyon section. I think this is the primary piece of the clue as it relates to 2024. We'll stick with the theory that Bucking Broncos and its refurbished horse topper are making the move to the area that better fits the theme. Rides being worked on does not equal an in-park relocation. Remember, we've been told so many times in other clues that the solution is simple, don't make it complicated. Back to more process of elimination for Clue 49. Our caption reads, "A clue within a clue." On the ride manufacturer list, Gerstlauer's logo has been taken off. Gerstlauer is a well-known company, having built rides like Pandemonium and even the custom trains for Iron Rattler. They also have a catalog of flat rides. Moving over to the history and math graphic, we see that the year 1993 has been marked out. Having been only the second year of the park's existence, we don't see any major additions or removals when it comes to rides and attractions. What is the clue within the clue? Perhaps it's pointing to 2 of the years still not marked out between the 2 green years, which are 2016 and 2024. That would leave us with 2019 and 2021. There's not really anything that catches our eye on the manufacturer logo page when it comes to clues within clues. Clue 50 brings us to the 2024 planning checklist. On this graphic also lives the 3-star Six Flags Fiesta Texas logo that's popped up at various points on this journey. Here's what the checklist says. Research what our guests would like us to do, select an underutilized area of the park, identify attractions to be moved or removed, begin to share the news on Friday, August 18th, add theming, upgrades, and updates, enhancements look cool even if guests don't ride, thrilling for a large audience, add guest amenities, more seats, shade, tables, food, beverages, and more, sign contracts, begin construction, share news at the FT92 fan event. The checklist items that really stick out to us are selecting an underutilized area of the park, identifying the attractions that need to be removed, and the statement that says enhancements look cool even if the guests don't ride. And of course, thrilling for a large audience. This could be a stretch, but remember the use of 3s. There are 3 stars in the logo on the graphic. There were 3 attractions added in 2016, which is one of our green years from the History and Math graphic. I also wouldn't consider Fiesta Bay Boardwalk the underutilized park area, as Crow's Nest has been repainted, Fireball is currently receiving upgrades, they just added the Fat Burger restaurant, there's new decals added to Wave Runner, and it sounds like Pirates of the Deep Sea is also receiving some TLC. Maybe it's Thrill Seeker Park and that segment of the park in general that we need to be looking at. Clue 51 is another really big break in our puzzle piece of clues. The caption reads, "We're hitting the trail and heading home. That's right, partner. Bucking Broncos is moving home to Crack Axle Canyon. We've restored the original horse-themed topper. Construction has already begun." So, just as we speculated previously, Bucking Broncos will be making the move with its horse topper back over to Crack Axle Canyon, where the theme makes more sense. This makes us even more curious about if Thrill Seeker Park is that targeted area for new upgrades. Things are starting to dwindle down on our History and Math and manufacturer logo graphics. Clue 52 states, "Time to elevate the guest experience. A clue within a clue." On our History and Math graphic, the year 2001 has officially been marked out. Turbo Bungee, an upcharge attraction, was the only addition for that year, and for us this is pretty low impact considering it's been long gone from the park. Clue 52 is another low activity year marked off the list. On the manufacturer graphic, Sally Dark Rides has been removed. Just like it sounds, they create some great dark rides, including the original Scooby-Doo Ghost Blasters at the park. If our intuition of the park area is correct, removing Sally Dark Rides pushes that thought even further. Clue 53 continues our year in manufacturer graphics. The caption reads, "More elimination." Our next year to be marked out is 2014. 2014 happenings at the park include the additions of Bahama Blaster, Bamboo Shoots, and Paradise Cove in Whitewater Bay. We also see the removal of the classic Motorama Turnpike attraction. As stated before, really no focus has been put on the water park during this adventure. On the manufacturer listing, the Great Coasters International logo has been eliminated. Just as it sounds, GCI has been a part of some really cool roller coasters around the world. This isn't much of a surprise to us, as we continue to stick by our theory that this won't be a new roller coaster. Now, before we lay out this prediction, let's go over all the highlights that led us to our conclusion. Now, keep in mind, for the sake of time and our sanity, we've stopped covering clues in this video at Clue 53. There's definitely going to be some more clues that come out within this next week leading up to FT92 that'll either solidify our theory or push it in a different direction. In the first set of clues, we had a lengthy poem. A few points stood out to us, which have already been answered by later clues. The structure dismantled to find a new home, a sense of release, refers to the Bucking Broncos ride moving over to Crack Axle Canyon. The poem also states, there was a ride, a beacon of light, its name whispered among young and old, a tale of adventure, a story yet untold. As the ride soars high, with joy it sings, in its new location, it thrills and excites, spinning tales of adventure, reaching new heights. We consider a beacon something that is well seen, and then when you add the spinning tales of adventure, plus the fact that the young and old are mentioned, we can pretty much say that we think this is pointing directly to Skyscreamer. The only other ride that hasn't been addressed in that opening segment is Hustler. Why would they move or get rid of Hustler if it's still operable? As we head to Clue 9, we see a picture of Skyscreamer saying, will it stay, will it go, or both? We will explain where we think Skyscreamer falls into our prediction later on. Now to more clue highlights. Clue 13 leads us to the pirate playship. Why has something so seemingly small and limited in terms of scope of guests who can enjoy it been put off for so long in this will it stay or will it go game? Do you remember Clue 15? This was the set of clues that featured several concept renderings of, you guessed it, park areas and, you guessed it, Skyscreamer once again. There were some other red herring things thrown in there, such as that coaster concept that Jeffrey Siebert was standing next to. Clue 17 is another will it stay or will it go, featuring the stage in Thrill Seeker Park. With its limited use and non-factor existence in the park, and once again, a short scope of audience that it relates to, why are we still waiting to see if it stays or if it goes? Clue 21 shows off so many of the improvements happening on Fiesta Bay Boardwalk. We even forgot to mention one of them earlier in this video compilation, which is the new go-karts experience. All the work on Fiesta Bay Boardwalk, plus the known fate of Fireball and Pandemonium at this point, moves our mind onto other parts of the park. Clue 24 adds onto its caption, another first for Six Flags. This really could be anything, even an attraction not as grand or flashy as a roller coaster. Clue 25 threw us through a loop due to its newness and popularity. We've also yet to hear of its fate in the clues provided, but its proximity to the Thrill Seeker Park stage, the Pirate Playship, and Skyscreamer are very, very intriguing. In Clue 27 we add to the caption, is track coming or going? We can now look back and say that track is likely not going. There's been no physical evidence in the park to support that a roller coaster could be on the chopping block. We also think that track coming can still be a flat ride of some sort. The WSJ 6323 situation first pops up in Clue 30. We see this repeated multiple times. If you find the Six Flags article from Wall Street Journal, dated June 3rd, 2023, the title states, Six Flags has a new summer attraction, it's not a roller coaster. Yes, we are aware that the article is talking about 2023, but remember, the article is being referenced in 2024 clues. History repeats itself, and the solution is simple, according to many of these clue captions. Clue 34 sees the first year highlighted in green beyond the 2024 total. As we said before, we don't think this is a literal math equation. As the caption states, the sum is greater than the addends. 2016 was a 3-ride flat ride addition to the boardwalk. We think this prime information plays directly into what's happening in 2024. Clue 44 says, we will start finding out what is staying and what is going. At the time of me recording this, that clue was a week ago, and we've only learned about a couple things, but we also saw some other smaller rides added that haven't been a part of anything prior to this. We're gonna disregard that. Clue 47 was an interesting beginning to the piecing together for us. Some of it's confusing, but a few lines stood out. Magical lands spread in every direction. Another shout out to park areas? Awaiting a touch of careful affection. Work happening in park areas maybe? Thrill seekers now cheered as they soared through the new space. We're gonna let that last one linger for now. Clue 48 shows off projects from this year with a construction equipment photo tied in. Remember, the solution is simple. Don't mistake refurbishments for ride removals or relocations. Clue 50, the planning checklist, feels like a huge support of our prediction. First up, there's the Fiesta Texas 3-star logo. Is this referencing the year 2016, where the 3 rides on Boardwalk debuted? We sure think so. Selecting an underutilized area of the park speaks directly to Thrill Seeker Park to me. Adding theming, upgrades, and updates, along with enhancements that look cool even if guests don't ride, make me think that the possible addition could be a unique flat ride. Thrilling for a large audience says that this set of new rides won't be exclusively children's rides or thrill rides. Clue 51 seals the fate of Bucking Broncos, which has it heading back to Crack Axle Canyon. More action taking place in this one small area that features several open-ended clues with the Joker, Sky Screamer, the Pirate Playship, and the stage. So here's our prediction. Looking at the park map, I connected 2 of the more obscure Will It Stay or Will It Go clues. This includes Joker, which is still a very new and popular ride, and Sky Screamer, which has shown up in so many clues leading to additional interest. Remember, Sky Screamer's first clue said, will it stay, will it go, or both? What do they mean by both? It's kind of fishy to us. Now, looking at the 2 other remaining clues, plus the ride relocation, we've expanded our perimeter to involve Thrill Seeker Park. Since it's taken so long to solve these will it stay or will it go clues, we're going to just go out on a limb here and say that the 2 attractions are being removed. With the addition of Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster at the end of Thrill Seeker Park, plus Sky Screamer's fate still up in the air, we're going to say that Sky Screamer and Thrill Seeker Park will be absorbed into a new, larger DC Universe area. It was really hard for us to wrap our mind around this realization, mainly due to the fact that the Thrill Seeker Park concept is fairly new. But when you start taking a look, it really isn't that crazy. The Thrill Seeker Park retheme has been dragging along for multiple years now. Bucking Broncos didn't receive its finishing topper until its relocation, and even Stunt Pilots is a little bizarre looking with its unfinished yellow globe topper. Other concept art pieces, such as the Thrill Seeker Park signage, never came to fruition. And then you have Sky Searcher, the Samba Tower, which was also very quietly refurbished without a lot of fanfare from the park online. Here's where things also get more interesting. Lots of repainting has already happened in the area, darker and bolder colors that we could definitely see fitting into a DC Universe setting. Little Kids Cafe, though not really renamed yet, features a new, bolder color palette with grays and dark red. The Caricatures booth on the other side of Thrill Seeker Park also features a new, bolder paint scheme. Now, if Bucking Broncos is being relocated and our thought that the Pirate Playship and stage get demolished, here's a prime area set for some new attractions. Remember, these attractions have to appeal to a large demographic of guests, so we think these will be 3 family flat rides to help round out what the DC Universe area actually is. The main flat ride company still shown on the clue graphics is Zamperla. That's where we're thinking Fiesta Texas is looking to due to their long-standing relationship with so many past ride additions. So now you'll have a completely reimagined and, in our opinion, an underutilized area, fresh and ready to have a full theming makeover. The existing rides in the Thrill Seeker Park area we assume will take on some kind of DC Comics theming from various characters, but we're really not going to speculate on that. Of course, the 3-ride package speculation is simply our assumption that the 3-star Fiesta Texas graphic is linked to the 2016 3-ride edition as it's part of the clue equation. So, let's simplify our prediction. DC Universe sees an expansion that starts from the currently in clue limbo Joker Carnival of Chaos and stretches all the way down to Sky Screamer, which will feature a new name. Of course, Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster will be a part of the retheme, as it sits right across from Sky Screamer and already carries that DC Comics theming. Within Thrill Seeker Park, we will see the removal of the 2 low-impact Will It Stay or Will It Go clues with the stage and the Pirate Playship. Finally, some kind of 3-ride flat ride package will make its way into that general DC Universe area, seeing that you now have some new land with those 2 attractions being demolished and Bucking Broncos being relocated. Of course, remaining rides in the area would be rethemed, and remember, the new rides would have to play to a wide audience, which makes us think that they won't just be children's level flat rides. Here's also to hoping that this expanded DC Universe area, as a whole, gets some major theming upgrades and much more of a delineation to how it lines up with the other park areas. Making the prediction that is centered around DC Universe makes the second number in that history and math graphic 2019, as it was the year the park area was first introduced. What do you think of our predictions? Do they line up with anything you figured out? Let us know in the comments below, and if you have a prediction that's completely off from what we think, we'd love to hear about it and talk to you about it. Remember, don't miss FT92 at Fiesta Texas this upcoming weekend, as they will do a grand reveal of what's happening in 2024, plus we'll get a look at the happenings for Fright Fest and Holiday in the Park, so it's going to be very jam-packed. We'll do plenty of coverage regarding the event, along with a look around the park to explain what we learned once we go to that FT92 event. Thank you all for watching, take care, and we'll see you soon.